Hi everyone, it's Kat Sturtz from rockingyourpath.com, and I'm going to show you the sequence of tasks that I follow when updating a major version of WordPress. The version 6.2 is now out, been out for a few days. I usually wait a little longer to update a major version, but this one actually fixes some bugs, and I know some other people who have already updated with no problems. So this is what you're looking at if you're running a WordPress site. This is behind the scenes. You don't need to see this one, but we're going to be updating this. Now, incremental updates, when it's a 3-digit, like when this goes to 6.2.1, those are usually safe to update immediately because it's usually a security risk or an absolutely needed fix. But this is a bigger version. It's called, and that's what we're going to do now. And some of the steps that I'm going to show you, I use on regular updates as well. So here is my main site. Now, if you have more than one site, do the update on your least important site first. Hopefully you've got one that's running the same tech, maybe the same theme, some of the same plugins, so you get a real feel for this. I've already done that with one of my sites that is running the same theme, which is Thrive Theme Builder in this case. It's running the same PHP version. My web host recently updated mine to the most current, and we did run into some bugs with that, but we were able to work that out within a day. So you're going to want to check those things. You're going to also want to have on hand a full backup of your site in case anything goes wrong. It's easy to roll back to a stable version until everything else catches up. So bearing in mind that you've already got your backup ready, you know what site you're going to update. I'm going to update my main live site in real time. Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. So I'm already logged in here on my dashboard, and I'm going to get my little picture out of the way here. And you can see that it says WordPress 6.2 is available, update now. Now I'm not going to start here. Some sites recommend that you update the WordPress version first, then your theme or plugins. And I don't do it. I follow somebody else's suggestion, and it makes more sense to me. And that is, we're going to update the available plugins first. And the reason I'm doing this is because most plugins are backward compatible, meaning that they should also work fine with the new version of WordPress going forward. If you update the version first, those plugins may break if you haven't already updated them. So I'm going to start first by updating my plugins. And I'm going to my update screen, and you can see that there are 18 plugins. I can manually check the ones. If there are some I know I've had problems with in the past that haven't updated easily, I can hold those back and not update them. But because I have updated all of these on another site and had no problems, we're going to go ahead and cross my fingers, select all, and I'm just going down my list, and I'm going to update these plugins. And while we're waiting, I will show you the next thing I do, which is different than what some people do. Once it's gone through its update system, and it says everything has been taken care of, or you may get an error that something wasn't available for update. Like we may have one for formidable forms, which I have on, I have the pro version of Gravity, which I use now, and I have an older version of Formidable, and I have it still there because there's a page still using that. All right, so we are on the update page version, and I'm just looking through. I'm not seeing any problems here. And now my choices are to go right to the update page, go to the plugins page, or I can go to the, I'm over here on the dashboard. I can see that there are 3 more updates to do, and I'm not going to do any of those. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to hover over the name of my site. So the drop down shows visit site, and I'm going to right click on visit site, and I'm going to open the site in a new tab. Now, I already had that open before. I'm going to just close that one out because we want to make sure that we're doing the one with the updated plugins. And no white screen. The home page is here. What I'm literally going to do is click around and check a few things out, see if they go. Okay, here's the simple video management plugin that is what I use to insert most videos on my site. If I just go to the blog summary page, it's working. If I go to my silo page, which I call Start Here, everything seems to be working. My testimonials are here. Links to various things are here. I mean, all the way down, one of my free offers, my 7 essential mind shifts, is all here, and everything is looking good. So let's just leave that there for a bit. Now I'm going to go back to my update, and now I'm going to go. You can either click the update up here, but since this page is already open, I'm going to click go to the WordPress updates page. And this time I'm going to update the themes. Now, I have 3 themes that are going to show needing update. One is my active theme, and then I always keep at least 1 and usually 2 of the default WordPress themes, because if you ever have trouble with your actual WordPress theme, you want to make sure that you have a regular supplied by WordPress standard default theme that you can switch to in an emergency like that. All right, so, and this is saying 4 because we have 3 themes to update, and also it's still prompting me to update to version 6.2 of the WordPress core program. All right, again, I already have my backup. I've already checked my theme update on a less important site. I'm going to select all of these. The first 2, 2023, 2022, those are default WordPress themes. And then I have the theme that's actually I'm using on this site, Thrive Theme Builder from Thrive Suite. And I'm going to click that. And then just as I did with my plugins, before I leave this part, I'm going to go check out my site, make sure everything's working. One thing I didn't say, one of the reasons I don't close the plugin update page until after I've checked things out is I have an easy to see list of what plugins I updated, and I can take a screenshot of that. And then if I did have problems, I have a list of plugins that were updated that I can start my troubleshooting with. All right. So this time I am going to go to that page I already had open on my site. I'm going to refresh the page so it's picking up the newer version of Thrive Theme Builder. And so far everything looks just fine. Let's click into one of the blog posts. Everything's looking fine here. Really don't have that sized very well, but that's not a problem with the actual theme. Videos are playing just fine. I'm not going to wait for this to go on here, but you may or may not hear that because I didn't click anything first. All right, so let's go to a landing page. All right, my landing page is fine. And if you're interested in some one-on-one coaching, do check out my Grab a Lifeline page for my very inclusive, very affordable lifeline coaching program. And everybody starts with a free meeting with me to see if we're a good fit. All right, here's the blog summary. I check that. And this time we'll just, go check another post just to make sure things are working right. Everything looks good, loading quickly. All right, so let's go back again to that WordPress updates page. Or I could click updates in the left sidebar, or I could click the two little circle arrows up for the update. Doesn't matter which one you click, they're all going to take you to exactly the same place. And now I am going to update to version 2. So I'm going to click that. I have updated WordPress manually in the past. I recommend that you use the automated version if you can. Everything looks fine. It updated. And once again, I'm going to close that extra tab and open the site again from the drop-down menu, right-click, visit site, and go check out the site one more time. All right, everything's still looking good. Let's see what happens if I click a button, because I haven't done that. It goes to the correct page. If I click members, it goes to my other site. This will be the next site I'll be updating when I'm done with this recording. You can see that opened up in a new tab. Let's go back to the start here, the silo page. Everything is looking pretty good. We're going to go hit one of the blog posts just to make sure again. And everything is looking fine here. So now I can go back here and I can click dashboard. I can go through, I'm not going to go through some of the new features with version 6.2. If you need help updating your own site, we have several people in the community that are very good with that. Terry Loving, Steve Henry. I don't know if Kurt Choley does that. Art Rumney does it with some clients. And we also have various VAs that are experienced with that as well. Brooke Borup is another one to contact. I only do it for my private clients who are also on a tech contract with me, not a contract, but an agreement with me. So let me see if we can get my face in here. There we are. We had Saturday morning hair and face, no makeup. This is Kat Sturtz from rockingyourpath.com showing you how I update my WordPress site. Again, do the plugins first because they are almost always back version compatible with WordPress versions. Don't close the plugin page until after you've checked your site out to make sure that everything's working. Next, update your themes. Again, recheck those links in your regular site. Make sure that there are no problems. And then go ahead and update your core WordPress platform using the update to the version 6.2 or whatever version you happen to be on if you're watching this in the future. And before you do any of that, please remember to have a full backup of your site just in case anything goes screwy. Have a great day and wishing you a great website and no problems with your updates. Bye now.